My name is Laura Killian, and I'm the new Associate State Legislative Director here at North Carolina Farm Bureau. I started on November 1st, and my background, a little bit about me, I'm from Vance and Warren County, North Carolina, grew up in Henderson, went to NC State, got a business degree, and ended up in politics. So here we are. I will be tag teaming it with Stacy Sereno, so you might see us here a couple times doing Capitol Roundup, giving legislative updates and that sort of thing. And prior to this, I worked for Commissioner Steve Troxler as his legislative director for about 5 years. And before that, I was working in the Senate as a staffer. The House and Senate came back in 2023 for a long session in January, where the first week they did swearing in ceremonies. There was a lot of pomp and circumstance, and they took a 2-week break after that. They came back last week to start bill filings and committee meetings and really start to ramp up their schedule. This year, the General Assembly, the next 2 years of the biennium, they have a supermajority in the Senate. For Senate Republicans have a supermajority, and in the House, they're 1 vote shy of a supermajority with Republicans. So that's what we're working with moving forward the next 2 years in North Carolina at the legislature in Raleigh. When the General Assembly came back in, they did some new committee assignments like they always do every 2 years. And for the House and Senate Ag committees, there's a couple of new faces for chairs. In the Senate, we have Senator Lisa Barnes, Senator Brent Jackson, and Senator Norman Sanderson. And in the House Ag Committee, we have Senior Chair Representative Jimmy Dixon, Chairman Representative Jeffrey McNeely, and Vice Chairs Representatives Carl Gillespie and Michael Ray. A lot of those chairs will overlap with some other committees you will see in the House and Senate, like the Agriculture Appropriations Committee. Sometimes they overlap with the Energy Committee and senior appropriation chairs as well. So every 2 years, the House and Senate pass new rules, and this year the House had one significant rule change that they passed in their temporary rules, and that rule made a significant change to the notice they give members on veto overrides. So moving forward this year, the House will be able to add a veto override to the calendar just like any other bill. So they don't have to give notice to members prior to taking a vote. In the past, they had a 48-hour requirement to give members time to get to the chamber to know that they were going to vote on that override. Looking ahead, in the headlines, you might see some hot button issues come up like voter ID, Medicaid expansion, some firearm bills, medical marijuana, and redistricting reform at the legislature. But we will be sure to keep you updated on all issues related to agriculture and North Carolina Farm Bureau policy, and of course any budget updates as they move along with that process this year as well.